Welcome to this episode of Do-Gooders. And tonight I'm really excited to be joined by my old friend, Donna Bennett. Donna is the president and CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Cumberland and Salem County, which just happens to be one of my favorite nonprofit organizations. So Donna, thank you so much for coming on.
Tim, it's so great to be here, and we're happy to be one of your favorite nonprofits.
Well, I've been wanting to have you on for a long time because I love your story, and obviously I love the work your organization does. So if you don't mind, we just kind of start at the beginning, kind of give us a little bit of your background and lead us on the journey that led you to Big Brothers Big Sisters. I'd love for you to tell us the state of the organization when you kind of took over, and then brag a little bit about where you've got it today, and then we'll talk a little bit about your plans for the future and where you see the organization going.
Sounds great. Well, first, thank you for having me on your show.
Of course.
And happy to now be a part of your do-gooders list that's growing. And so I grew up in Upper Deerfield, two wonderful parents, oldest of four kids. And my parents instilled great values to do good and do good things for the people around you and your community. So I went away to college, went to University of Delaware, and advertising was my major, visual communications advertising. I thought I'd end up in New York City working for an ad agency, and ended up working in an ad agency, but I ended up back in Cumberland County and realized that most people go away to college and they don't come back, except for weddings, funerals, and other celebrations. So I just decided to stay in the community. I was working at the time for an ad agency, and then I worked for a prestigious printing company. And during that time, I became a big sister because I was the oldest of four, and I'm like, I can be a big. I can be a big sister to someone.
How did you hear about Big Brothers Big Sisters?
I feel like it was just something I always heard about.
How old were you?
I feel like I was around 26 when I first got involved and looked it up. But I knew about it when I was at college, but I worked full-time and went to school full-time, so there really wasn't time for anything else. And when I came back, I thought, if I'm going to stay in the area, I need to do something. And I looked up Big Brothers and Big Sisters. You come out of college, you know, you have college debt, so you can give your time. You can't write a check.
Yeah, sure.
So I figured I would give my time as a big sister. And I've had three little sisters over the course of time, and my second little sister was the little sister that I had the greatest relationship with, that had the greatest impact on my life. Everyone says, you know, people volunteer to help others, but at the end, the person that's volunteering usually gets something just as great out of it. So I met my little sister when she was 11. She would be 48 now. Unfortunately, she passed away in 2020. And I thought I was going to be a big for a year, and you know, it became a lifetime. We were in each other's weddings. I became Aunt Donna to four beautiful kids, and now I'm a great aunt to two more kids. I have, after my little sister passed, my one niece, she went into the Army, and I tapped her out of her boot camp, representing her mom, who was deceased. And when my other niece got married, I officiated her wedding. So you never know. You know, you become a volunteer for 1 year, and you have no idea what it's going to give you. You've been a big, so you know, you just don't know where it goes.
I always said I got more out of that relationship than I think my little brother did.
And no one needs to be perfect. The thing about life is, it's complicated. And if people wait until there's a perfect moment to get involved as a volunteer, no matter what that volunteerism is, it won't happen because you get in your own way of doing it. So you just have to step up and get involved.
Yeah, that's a great message. So that's the reason we try to have folks like you on here, to remind people that there are these great organizations that don't need to write a check. You can come out, and you guys are always looking to recruit new bigs and littles, right?
We are. You know, the campaign that we have now is it takes little to be big, to that point. So, you know, you don't have to do anything great. It's just going and getting a slice of pizza in the summer, going and getting ice cream at a custard stand. You know, in New Jersey, we have those things. Those custard stands are still around. So, you know, it's easy. It's easier than you would think. Our programs, we have community-based, which is what I was in. And that's where the parent enrolled her child. I enrolled as a volunteer, and we both went through an interview process, and then we were matched up. So what we did was in the community. So I went to her house, picked her up, we went and did things, and I took her back home. We have other programs for people that might be not interested in doing that in the community and have maybe less time. They can do site-based, so they can go into a school and be a mentor in a school. And we also have a great program now that is really wonderful for career professionals, and it's our Big Futures program, and it's at CC Tech, and it's college educated and career professionals mentoring 11th, 12th graders and then following them into their college or career.
Well, this is the first I'm hearing about that. So
Yeah.
how old is this program?
It's we started it right before COVID, so.
All right, well, full disclosure, we are shooting here at the beautiful studios at Rowan College of New Jersey's Cumberland campus. So CC Tech, that Donna mentioned, is right next door.
Yes.
So how do folks get involved in that program? Do you guys coordinate that, or is
We
that
do.
through the school?
We manage all of it. The other thing that's really great right now is all enrollment is digital.
Oh, cool.
So that you can just visit our website, southjerseybigs.org, and go right to the link enroll.
All right, great. So we will
It's
make
that
that
easy.
very easy. The link will be at the bottom of the screen, and if you're watching this online, we'll have an active link that'll direct you to the Big Brothers Big Sisters website. So now tell me, how do you go from Big Sister to CEO of the whole darn thing?
Well, so let's see. Yeah, so as you know, when you're involved with Big Brothers and Big Sisters, you have a mentoring relationship specialist that calls you every month to make sure everything is good with your relationship. And during that time, the director, she was getting ready to leave. She was pregnant and she was planning to resign and not come back. So in one of those match support calls, I said, hey, Debbie, what do you think? You think I could maybe do this job? And
how old were you?
early 30s.
Okay.
Yeah. So I stepped into that role. My background was business administration, marketing, advertising. So all of the things that you need to run a business.
Those things come in very
whether
handy
it's, yeah,
at a nonprofit, though.
Right, whether it's a nonprofit or a
Yeah.
for-profit business, all businesses run the same. So I figured it was something I would give it a try, and it was a very, very small agency
I was
at
going to
the
say, give
time.
me a snapshot of what it looked like. Did they,
There were
on your
20.
first day?
There were 29 matches.
Okay, so a match obviously is a big and a little actively
Right.
working together. So 29 matches.
This,
How many employees?
this year our goal is 250.
Okay, and how many employees?
At the time, they hired me part-time,
Uh-huh.
and we had a part-time case manager.
So it was
That was it.
you part-time and a
Yeah.
part-time case manager.
Yeah, I always say I worked 2-3 other jobs so that I could afford to do this job. But when you care about a mission, that's the main thing that drives you.
Now, were you originally in that office on Landis Avenue?
So we started out in the Eisenstadt building,
Where's that?
which is right next 1179 East Landis.
Okay.
So close to the YMCA,
Yeah.
like right there in that little office complex.
Okay.
So we had this small space, probably less than 500 square feet.
So
No
500,
sign
500
outside.
square feet, 2 part-time employees, 29 matches.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to glaze over everything.
We
but-
probably had a waiting list of 200 kids.
So now where are we at? Now you said the goals for 26 are 250 matches. How many employees?
We have 8 employees
8
right now.
full-timers, right,
Yes,
including
yep.
yourself. And you should see this new office building they're in.
Right,
That's the thing
yeah.
I'm most impressed with.
So
you guys have come a long way. What is that thing,
Right.
5,000 square feet now, I think?
4,500.
Oh my
47.
God, and it's beautiful.
It is. So we went from the Eisenstadt 500 square feet to a building on Vineland Developmental Center grounds.
Well, I like talking about this building because you told me this and I didn't believe you and I found out it's true. That was a Sears Roebuck house.
Yes, yeah.
So back in the old days, you could call Sears and they would send you all the stuff and you built your own house.
Yeah, it was a kit house.
And that thing was, what, 110 years old or something?
Right, it was built in 1916.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you guys got out of there.
So we were there 27 years,
Yeah.
and we paid $1 a year rent. I feel like it was the best.
I think you paid too much.
I think it was the best negotiating I ever did. It was $1 a year for a 25-year lease, and then we had it renewed. And so we were there 27 years, so it cost us $27.
Pretty good.
And if we weren't able to turn that into the space that we're in now, we would have been doing something wrong.
Well, anyway, the space now is absolutely beautiful. Where are you guys located? Let people know.
60 Landis Avenue in Bridgeton. So it's right there at Carl's Corner,
Yeah,
across
very
from
high,
the Golden
very,
Pigeon.
very popular intersection.
It's perfect for us because
Yeah.
it's right in the middle of Cumberland and Salem counties, so that it makes it easier for us to be accessible for all
So
of our
that
families.
that is your footprint, right? It's Cumberland
Yes.
and Salem counties here in southern New Jersey. So you have to be a resident of one of those counties to get involved.
As a mentee. As a volunteer, you could live anywhere, and if you're, especially for the Big Futures program, it's mostly digital, communicating on your phone. And one night a month for 2 hours, you come to a chat and chew.
And how many schools are you guys in?
So we are in Bridgeton, Millville, Vineland, Bridgeton, Millville, Vineland, Woodstown, and other areas in Salem County.
Nice. So we've got it. We're up to speed now. The organization's great, healthier than ever. What are some of the things you're excited about this summer? I'm kind of leading you into one big thing. What's the big announcement you're really here to talk about?
So the best thing happening right now is working with you in a partnership. And in the past, we've been doing what's called the All-American Car Raffle.
Uh-huh.
It's been very successful for us for more than 20 years. And this year, we're turning it into a sweepstakes.
Yes.
Red, white, and wheels.
So what is a red, white, and wheels? What is this? Well, how do people get involved? What's the prize? Give us all the details.
So the way to purchase your entries for a chance to win, one winner will be selected in November.
What do they win? They
get to take their pick between a choice of several cars off of the Lilliston, Ford, or Jeep lot in Vineland.
So go to the site, go to Big Brothers Big Sisters, SouthJerseyBigs.com. There'll be a list there. Also, obviously, we would encourage people to go to ticksforgood.org. You can check out the description on there. There are some really cool cars you could win. And what's it cost?
So it is $100, and that gives you 100 entries.
Okay, so over $100, I'm entered. Now, there's a limit too. The odds are pretty good. You're only going to accept a certain
We're only
donation,
accepting right? $2,500, $100 donations.
Okay, so if you make the donation, those odds are pretty good. You have a 1 in 2,500 chance.
That's
to
what
win
we've always liked about
pretty awesome car.
this event. And so you can either pick something off of the Lilliston lot. There's specific prizes that are listed, or you can get a voucher for $40,000 off of the Lilliston lot. Or we also have a partnership with Atlantic County Harley-Davidson.
Oh, this is
Same
great.
thing. You could pick there's two motorcycles listed as a prize, or you could use $40,000 as a voucher for whatever you want to drive off of that lot. In the past, we've had 2 Harley winners.
I got to encourage everybody. I mean, this has been going over. How long have you done this in one form or another?
More than 20 years.
Okay. So 20 people have won these prizes. It's great. It's a great way to support an organization. It's your biggest fundraiser of the year, I imagine, right?
It is. It's one of our biggest. So last year's winner, this was so great. His grandmom had purchased a group of 5 tickets and put the grandkids' names on them.
Oh, no. It only won one?
So, yeah. So we called this person and let them know that they won a car. So, of course, he was surprised because, is this a prank phone call or a scam or whatever? So I always give them as like, think about this a few minutes, I'll call you back. I call him back and we talk about it. And so he ended up picking the Mustang. And when he came to pick up the prize, I said, how does everyone else feel about this? He's like, my sister's a little salty.
Yeah, sure. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Grandma picking one kid. That's going to be tough at Thanksgiving.
She's been doing that for 4 years.
It paid off?
Or several years. And so each year she would put the different kids' names on the tickets. So they all get a chance.
What's some other fun stuff you guys do I want to highlight a little bit? I mean, obviously, we want to encourage everybody. Go to ticksforgood.org, get involved. $100 is nothing when you think about your chance to win, a $40,000 or $50,000 car. So that's first and foremost. But you guys do a lot of other fun stuff throughout the year. So
also about the sweepstakes.
Yeah, please.
Now that it's a sweepstakes, 100% of the donation is tax deductible.
Okay,
so
that's right.
We're really great to be doing that.
Right?
It was just a percentage because we had to deduct a lot of the expenses prior to calculating what the donation value would be.
So there you go. Come tax time, you're going to save a bunch
100%.
of money and fund a great organization. So what else do you guys do?
Oh, and the other thing
year?
That's most important about this is we can finally sell online digitally.
That's
where
nice.
That has been a real barrier for us for many years because we could not sell
So anybody
online.
watching, we've made it very easy for you this time. You don't have to leave your house. All you have to do is go to ticksforgood.org, select the red, white, and wheels giveaway. You can make the donation in the comfort of your chair. So that is nice. And that's what we try to do. We try to make philanthropy easy. And it's always easy when you're given to a great organization like Big Brothers Big Sisters. So tell me about the other events you guys have throughout the year. I know the Rise and Shine Breakfast is really cool. Yep. That's a great way. I think a lot of people get their first taste of Big Brothers Big Sisters. Tell us a little bit about that event.
So at the beginning of the year, we have a golf tournament that works well for a lot of businesses to support. And in the fall, September 29th this year, we will be having our annual Rise and Shine Breakfast. It's going to launch our 45-year anniversary.
And what's the date of that?
September 24th.
September 24th at the Rise and Shine Breakfast. Now, what is a Rise and Shine Breakfast for somebody who doesn't know what that is?
As you mentioned, it's a breakfast. It's mission driven, so 1 hour. So we are dedicated to starting at 8 o'clock and finishing at 9 because people are busy.
Yeah.
And when
they do a good job. I've been to 10 of them, and they get you in at the right time. They get you out at the right time.
So we have networking from like 7:15 to 8 o'clock, and then at 8 o'clock we are starting the program. We announce our Bigs of the Year, our Big Brother and Big Sister of the Year, as well as a few other award nominations that we'll have. We call them Biggie Awards. But most of the program is really about learning about Big Brothers and Big Sisters.
Is this free to attend or $20?
It's free to attend.
Okay.
We have it at the Grove. We do require RSVP. Information is on the website, southjerseybigs.org.
I would implore people, this is an excellent way to get a sense of what this organization does. Like Donna said, it doesn't cost anything. They get you out of there pretty quickly. You're going to meet people that are involved with the organization, that are actually doing it. They'll be able to answer your questions candidly. I really can't encourage you enough. Just go check it out. There's no pressure. There's no ask. Just, you're going to enjoy the program and learn a little bit more about it, and you might just want to get involved. Oh, I know I'm jumping around a little bit. Speaking of awards, you reminded me. I know you're not going to want to admit this, but didn't you win an award about 10 years ago?
I did.
Could you tell everybody about this a little bit?
And it's only because our agency is so good.
Okay, okay. This is pretty impressive. You can share.
So we're part of Big Brothers Big Sisters of America, which is a large network across the country. And yeah, a few years ago I got CEO of the Year. But at the same time, you were on the board a couple years later, and the board got Board of the Year. So,
well, I think it's pretty awesome that that a organization in little old Cumberland County was recognized nationally, not just you individually, but the board as a whole. And I'm very proud of that. I still have that plaque. I didn't keep many things, but I still have that plaque.
Yeah.
2015 Board of the Year.
Okay, so guess what?
What?
We won Board of the Year this year.
Again?
Again, yeah.
Is that kind of unprecedented?
Probably.
I mean, how many organizations are we talking about?
In the Small Mid Agency Alliance, around 80.
So out of 80 organizations, you guys have won twice in 10 years? It's pretty good.
So,
dominant.
Yeah. So we got a growth award for quality services.
So listen, this stuff's important though, guys, because when you are choosing the organization, listen, we all have limited time, we have limited money, right? So it's important to know that when you are supporting an organization, it's a good one, and clearly these guys know what they're doing. I mean, the organization's been going like this for 20 years, and to be recognized nationally, I think does give you some peace of mind that when you are writing that check or you are volunteering some of your time, you at least know you're doing it with a really top quality organization.
Right, we're stewarding everyone's donations
and
time.
Yeah, that's important.
To the best
because
that
again,
we can.
people have limited resources of their time and their money. So it's that's why we try to have folks on that we know are doing good things with people's time and money.
So one of the great things since we moved into this new building that we've been able to do is we now have a food pantry, and we're helping our families on a monthly basis with food as they need it. So
now, is that something other chapters are doing, or is that kind of something you guys are doing?
It's pretty unique for us.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think that was part of like the MO for Big Brothers Big Sisters. Are they okay with it, or are you kind of?
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Actually, they see it as a pretty cool
like
model.
Like a template almost?
That we're doing. Right.
And how are people doing that? You're just getting donations from individuals?
No, we're working with Rural Development Corp.
Oh, okay.
So we get the food from them, which is donated to them, and then we send a communication out to all of our families, because anyone could hit a hard time, whether it's a volunteer or a family. So everyone gets the communication and they get to opt in. We're averaging about 25 to 30 families that we're helping.
Well, I know when I was lucky enough to mentor a young teenage boy, he ate me out of house and home. So I probably could have used a few items from the food pantry just to keep up with those appetites. So that's the rule. Somebody has to be involved with the organization, either as a big or a little. But that's it. And then once they're involved, they can come by and you guys assist however you can. I think that's awesome.
And so we call it our CARES program, creating access to resources, events, and support.
Was that your old marketing degree coming back to create that?
No, it was actually another agency in New Jersey that got that started. But yeah, I take it and run. So so we have a CARES coordinator we've had her on as a AmeriCorps Vista worker. And officially, she becomes an employee of Big Brothers Big Sisters.
What's AmeriCorps Vista?
It's a federal program for placement for individuals like Peace Corps.
Oh, cool.
Things like that, but in the country. So we've had her with us for 30 hours a week for about a year. So.
And now she's transitioning to a real employee?
We'll transition her next month. Yeah, so we're excited. So she's now managing our scholarship program, the food pantry, all of the activities that we do, the holiday donations and food donations that we receive where families get adopted outside of the food pantry. So we're really glad to have her on the team coming up.
Well, listen, the thing, we could sit here and talk all day. You guys do such incredible work, but the thing I want to hammer home to everybody is please consider participating in the Red, White, and Wheels car giveaway. It's an exciting prize. This is such a fun event. The way they're going to be, how many in-person how many in-person events are you guys going to be at during the course of this? Dozens?
Yeah, throughout the
you're
summer,
gonna be able to find
all the
Donna and her
time.
team all over the place throughout South Jersey. But again, if you can't see them in person, go online. Go to ticksforgood.org. Check it out. You'll be able to hear about all the different cars and motorcycles and everything you can win. Donations as low as $100, completely tax deductible. I also really want to implore people to consider checking out the Rise and Shine Breakfast. It's a great way to learn more about this organization, the great work they do. And I'll even go as far, Donna, even if somebody wanted to come out to the office, I'm sure you'd be happy to host somebody and answer questions.
Sure.
Right? 'Cause
We call it a
you got to
mission.
see this facility, and you'll be impressed. Their office is, she's got the nicest office of I think anybody had ever sat in that chair. So, and nobody deserves it anymore. So please consider going to ticksforgood.org. Make that donation to support these guys. You know the money's going to a good cause. You know they do great work. And to learn more about the organization, go to SouthJerseyBigs.com, go to a Rise and Shine Breakfast, or go knock on the door on Landis Avenue and say hi. What else are we going to cover?
We call it a mission tour.
Good.
So
And,
doors open to anyone, anytime.
Yeah, the staff's great, super friendly, place is beautiful. What did I miss? What's some other stuff we can get people aware of?
I think we've kind of covered a lot of good stuff. You know, there's so many ways to volunteer, even just coming into our office now and helping on the food pantry day, or wrapping gifts around the holidays.
Listen, if you have an inclination to give back, I strongly recommend getting involved in this organization. They always need helping hands, and you're going to get a lot out of it. Again, I can tell you from firsthand, there's just something about working with these young people and creating opportunities for them that's just really, really special and very rewarding. So, again, I can't say it enough. Please consider going to South Jersey Bigs, get involved, and also go to ticksforgood.org and give us some money so we can do some more good.
Red, white, and wheels.
Red, white, and wheels. So, Donna, thank you so much for coming on. That's it for this episode of Do-Gooders. Please check out the websites and please consider supporting Big Brothers Big Sisters of Cumberland, Salem County. Donna, thank you so much.
Tim, it's great to be here.